Hey, this is Graham. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about my Mustang, but first I want to say that I am sorry for missing last week again. I hate that I keep missing weeks or days. I can't stand it. It drives me crazy, but I just didn't have a video for Tuesday, and then on Thursday we were trailering the race car up to VIR for Hyperfest, Virginia International Raceway, and it was just a crazy trip, and I should have vlogged because of how crazy it was, but I didn't. I was going up there as press or as media, so I was just going to shoot like a coverage video, which will come out on Friday. But we'll tell the whole story of the trip in the podcast on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. That's coming next week at this time. But yeah, on to the car now. Just this morning, I picked up my car from Racing Analytics, the shop that does all of Annika's work on her race cars. But my car was there because I was having a set of tires installed on my car. Finally, a new set of tires. So before this new set, I had General AS03 high performance all season tires, and while those were great and they did last me a decent amount of time, they just weren't quite what I wanted them to be. They just didn't handle quite as well as I wanted. They didn't ride very nicely, and they were pretty noisy, to be honest. So I ditched those because they were totally worn out, and I got a set of Firestone Firehawk Indy 500s. Now, I went with these tires for a couple of reasons. The first being that they're summer tires, so of course they're going to handle better than the all seasons did. The Generals, they were a 450 tread wear. These are 320, I want to say. That might not quite be right, but they're in the 300s, so they're significantly softer than the all seasons the Generals were. So they're gonna handle better, but along with them being softer, they're gonna ride better. They're quieter, which I can already tell just driving around on them right now. They're much quieter and much more comfortable than those all seasons were. Those all seasons, at first they didn't do this, but as I drove on them, they started to whir and make all sorts of noise, and it got really tiring and really annoying. So I'm happy to finally have something a little softer, something that's not going to do that. But of course, the thing I'm most excited about is that these are going to handle better. And just from taking it down a couple of twisty roads around here, I can already tell that they are going to be more responsive than those all seasons ever could have been. So I am super stoked, guys. I'm super excited to have these tires. The second reason that I went with these, though, is because of the price. They were $700 for the whole set, all four corners, and they're pretty big tires on this car too. They're 255 4019s up front, 275 4019s out back. Yes, I have a staggered setup. So they're pretty big tires. Mustang tires tend to be pretty expensive. But these were probably one of the cheaper options, if not the cheapest option, as far as high performance summer tires go for this car. And I chose these particularly because there were tons of reviews on them, and they were all good. I don't think there were any bad reviews for these tires. So that alone was very promising. And for the price, I was just like, okay, I'm going to do this because I drive a lot. Maybe not as much as some people, but definitely more than most people, because I have nearly 100,000 miles on my car after just 5.5 years of ownership. So I drive a lot, and if I'm going to be wearing out tires, which summer tires obviously wear out faster than all-season tires, I expect that these will last maybe 2/3 as long as the all seasons that I had before them. Probably a little bit less than that. So I didn't want to go and spend like $1,400 on some Michelin Pilot Super Sports or some Pirelli P0s or however much it was going to cost me to get one of those big name brands. And I know everybody raves about those tires, and I would love to get those tires, but I drive way too much to spend that kind of money on tires when I'm going to have to replace them like every single year. So I went with the cheaper option. It was very, very comforting that these tires had such good reviews though. So I wasn't hesitant to go with these at all. Everybody likes them, and so far I like them. I know I'm just not even a day in, but I'm just excited to finally have some tires that are going to handle well, that I can have some proper fun with up in the mountains, maybe at the track, soon to come. But I'm just excited. I've just felt like those all seasons were holding back this car's potential. And I know that this car could do a lot more with proper, like NTO ones or something like what Annika has on her Mustang. We've seen what her car can do. And I know that my car's not going to be able to do that with these tires, but it's going to be able to do a heck of a lot more with these tires than it could with the all seasons before it. So I am really excited to like finally have some fun, because when I first got these wheels for this car, they had the OEM set of Pirelli P0. I forget what tires they were specifically, but they were the really sticky ones that Ford released the 2015 Mustangs with. So I got this like short teaser, because those tires just disintegrated. They were gone after like 10,000 miles of having them. Granted, the owner that had these wheels on his car before me, had already put some mileage on them, but those tires were just gone. And then I got those ASO3s for a while, and just the whole time that I had those ASO3s, I was like, I want summer tires back so bad, because those Pirellis just spoiled me rotten, man. I mean, I was dying to have that grip back. And, maybe these won't be quite as sticky as those Pirellis were, but they'll be a lot better than the ASO3s, and that is all that really matters to me. I'm just excited that this car is going to really grip, really hug the road again. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how these tires go. And of course, I will review these as I go along. I'll probably do an actual tire review on these after I've had them on the car for a while, but I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, I just got these last week, they're amazing. Because like, you can't tell after a week. You got to give it a few months at least. So I will keep an eye on these tires, or at least on my mileage with these tires, and I will let you guys know what I think of them as I go, just to see how they are, because of course they are a cheaper option. So, it's kind of up in the air, but they get great reviews. Everybody that has them loves them, so I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm looking forward to trying them out, seeing what they're like. And so far, a big thumbs up for me, but that is not my official review. I guess that's all I've got for today, though, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this short video. I know it wasn't anything huge, anything too fancy today, but I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what's coming up and about the new tires. I'm really excited to have them. So that's my story for today, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and of course,